Okay. Hello, my name is Steve Hanna, and this is the Steve Hanna Show. Welcome to the third episode. It is September 16th, 2007, and I've got some stories in store for you today. First off, last time there was an errant story told by myself about marryourdaughter.com. I thank you to Jeff Raimondo for posting that on Facebook. Apparently, it's a hoax. It's a very well done hoax because it fooled me. But apparently it's just somebody that wanted to highlight the inconsistencies in the U.S. marriage laws. I'm not sure what the inconsistency is, but he certainly highlighted it. Thank you, Mr. Raimondo. Next order of business. Next Internet Millionaire. Not sure if you've seen this show. It's a reality TV show that's on the internet. It takes a bunch of internet wannabe millionaires. Am I looking at the camera too much? It takes a bunch of internet wannabe millionaires, puts them in a room, and makes them do things that normal people probably wouldn't want to do. It's rather interesting. It really takes off on The Apprentice, where The Apprentice, you know how it's got Donald Trump sitting in a chair with his grim face and his hair, looking at these people across the table, telling them why they'd make terrible business partners. Well, it's the same thing, except there's these guys in suits sitting on one side of the table and a woman. Of course, there's the woman. And I've never heard of these guys. They're, as far as I'm concerned, no names, but they're serious and they're acting like they know lots about the topic. I'm really burning bridges if these guys are potential employers, I suppose. But anyways, one of the immunity challenges that I watched was very interesting. They had them all in a room, and there was a help desk email that they had to respond to. 10 emails, they had 15 minutes to do it. Now I know what you're thinking. What's the address for this page? I have to watch these guys respond to email. Well, it's I don't remember, but you can Google it. It'll be something to do with Next in Internet and Millionaire.com. But anyways, it's not just responding to email. They had worms involved. People were eating worms because that's related to the internet. So I got to thinking, these reality TV shows are so successful for choosing things like models, comedians, millionaires, business partners. We really ought to be using this for politics. Obviously, the election system is not working the way it used to. We really should bring in a reality TV show, Canada's Next Prime Minister. Or perhaps, if you're American, the United States' next president. And you could have them do things like singing, dancing, crying in front of the camera, so we get to see the emotional stuff. You could have a few women on the scene. You could get some scandals going on before the presidency. That would be a change, wouldn't it? And at least, if we did that, we'd have a president or prime minister who could dance and sing, as long as we chose them based on dancing and singing. I don't see any other criteria that would be good for choosing a prime minister, but the format would have to be something similar to the Pussycat Dolls show, I think, and we'd end up with a better prime minister, that is. We could do it for political politics also, I'm sure. Next business, there's a shooting in Langley. Now, those of you who know me well know that I went to D.W. Poppy High School in Langley, and I went to Peterson Road Elementary School. These are quiet neighborhoods, and I'm always making fun of these Vancouver people about how there's so much crime in Vancouver. Well, apparently Langley's on the map now. There was a shooting right between my high school and elementary school. There was a lockdown on the schools for that whole day. Apparently it was gang-related. The person who was shot at was a member of, allegedly a member of a gang, and the people who did the shooting were allegedly members of gangs. So the story goes. I have a different story. I have reason to believe that this is not the work of just some random gang in Aldergrove. This, in fact, is the work of a radical and fundamentalist faction of the Block Parent Program. I think that they have been conspiring with MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. Now, if you've ever seen any pictures of these mothers, they look nothing like mothers. There is no reason to believe that they have ever been mothers or they are planning to be mothers. So there's reason to doubt their legitimacy. But anyways, I think they're just taking back the neighborhood. We've had enough of this gang violence, and it's the Block Parent Program is coming back. But I do have some warnings for these Block parents. if you take notes from the ultimate vigilante justice crew from the 80s, known as the A-Team, you would understand that guns don't kill people. They run out of bullets, and you must bring Mr. T in to kick some ass. So, the old-fashioned type vigilante justice would probably do much better. That is, overalls and pitchforks. That way you'd get your man. On to the next topic. Yes, I was riding the ferry the other day. Actually, what's the time like? You know what? I'm going to save this one for the next episode because I think we're running low on time. If there's any comments or you want to see anything different, there's actually some other stuff I want to show, but I want to end it here. So thank you for tuning in to the Steve Hanna Show. Thank you and good night.